Let's see. Oh no, that's even worse. Alrighty, that's as good as it'll get. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. Guys, welcome to another DL Talk crypto live stream. Appreciate everybody who tunes in. Thanks for hitting the like button on the way in. Really helps us, get more reach out there. Let the other Blue Crew members know what's going on. We don't really stream at a set time. We're trying to get our stuff together to get this channel back on track, of course. But anyways, always appreciate your guys' support. And once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. We got Sniff in the house. We got Edward in the house. What's up, guys? Here to talk about the juice. Okay. Island Ghost, how you doing? Edward Franklowski. Oh, okay. I hear you, Sniff. What's up, man? Appreciate everybody tuning in. So what do we got going on? We got BTC at around 27K. And XRP at close to 53 cents now. Looks like the market moved up despite this, Binance SEC news. You probably did have a lot of impulse sellers yesterday, and then even maybe today, or who are trying to keep selling off this news. And the market, BTC and XRP, continue to go up 5% for both of these cryptos in particular. You got Ethereum up at around 3.55. Doge going up about close to 5% as well, which is interesting. AVAX going up at around 5%. XMR going up. So these cryptos are all very intriguing. The ones that are going up to at least 5%. You have others that are trailing behind, but it's interesting that it's like that handful or that selection of cryptos. Pretty good variety. You got a meme coin, you got your privacy crypto, you got your good payments crypto, you got your store of value crypto, your smart contract crypto, all moving up about 5%. We'll see what ends up happening with this, as the SEC continue. I think what's maybe happening here is the markets are starting to justify themselves, kind of trying to change the guard, if you will, from, so what if we get negative news from regulators? We still believe in the crypto space. There's still a community behind this that is going to be accumulating during red periods and, sticking around despite what these regulators are doing. And, it's encouraging. It's encouraging to see that the markets are, fighting back, with this and maybe defying the odds, right? Just showing that once again, when we had the FTX collapse, guys, it wasn't as fast of a response as what we're getting here with BNB, and who knows where it still goes along as the week goes. But it is great to see that the markets are moving up despite that news, But we do have a feeling that this level of FUD, like we said yesterday, is maybe trying to weed out people because we are getting very close, perhaps, to another bull cycle. And this could be, 4 or 5 months out. I'm not saying it's going to happen tonight or tomorrow. I know Alex D Vlogs would love for it to happen tonight, though. That's for sure. Omniflix is going to make or break me. Yeah, you're definitely delving deep into all those Cosmos projects, my man. Hopefully that goes all right. I think at this point, I like Atom, I like Iris, and Osmo. I think those would be the three. Maybe AKT is in there as well. I would say those 4 are the ones that I kind of dig in that Cosmos ecosystem. But I got to do research on others as well. Talk about the cartoon bears and the conjunctions more. Once we do get another conjunction coming around, we'll bring that and talk about that one, because that conjunction was correct. I'll still stand by that, Alchemist. But the cartoon bears, those are crazy, and of course the conjunctions too are heavy speculation. So, Island Ghost, hey y'all, no bull cycle. Wait, what? Dude, what? Bishop Thomas, my man. Holy cow. Whoa. Blue Crew. You guys gotta, celebrate here. The Blue Crew just got blessed. Is Bishop Thomas... Yeah, he's wrenched already, man. Bishop Thomas, my dude. shout out to you, man. Thank you for the $100 donation. But anyways, I mean, I don't even know how to move on from that, but thank you, man. And if you got a crypto you want to shout out that you're very bullish on or excited about, or if you're into the cryptos we're talking about here, I mean, you already got a wrench, so you're probably already know what this channel's all about. But man, yeah, he's got his moon suit on. He's liking the way that we're going with this this conversation here, or maybe something Alchemist said made him laugh or whatever. But anyways, I appreciate every one of you guys being here, and Bishop Thomas, man, blessings to you. It helps out the channel a ton. I mean, your guys' support and everything helps us out a bunch, man, because we're out here grinding. We're trying to stack up on the XRPs, the XLMs, the cryptos that we're excited about in this crypto space, especially during these major FUD periods and this crazy long sideways winter that we've been in. That is, guys, mind you, since this bear cycle has started, we have had the collapse of Terra Luna, we've had the collapse of Celsius, FTX. Now we're getting regulators, what really started a lot of it too was Ripple being sued by the SEC. So let's not forget that. Like, this started this whole snowball effect of the regulators really coming in to the crypto space. And some may speculate, oh, well, there was other cryptos that were sued before Ripple, and the SEC got involved with Tezos, got involved with Dragon Chain and some others. I understand that. But in terms of like big crypto companies, being targeted by the regulators now, and some of them collapsing because of it. But the big companies we start seeing with Ripple being that catalyst, that ripple effect, if you will. And now we speculated about Binance not going to be something that escapes the crosshairs, at least, of the regulators. Could they get past the regulators? Sure, we'll see what ends up happening. And I hope the best for Binance and BNB. But right now they're in the crosshairs, and it's major FUD, without a doubt. I think it's just an indication that we're maybe getting very close here to a bullish cycle. Do you still love Gary G? I still say thank you, Gary. I keep saying thank you, Gary, for cheaper. XRP is still up. Ever since Gary has been in office, Alchemist, and I was a holder of XRP before Gary was in office. Gary has done nothing but made my bag go higher from its initial investment, and then letting me accumulate under $1 XRP so far. So thank you, Gary. I mean, I wish we had regulatory clarity so we can see like mega high priced XRP. But hey, if he's going to keep it around the 50-cent range, I'm not complaining. It's still up from my initial investment a good amount, right? So Gary, thanks for pumping my bags. I mean, not as big as I would like him, obviously. But thanks for pumping my bags, and thanks for giving me daily opportunities to keep stacking those drops, because those drops will be very valuable in the future. Bishop Thomas just giving the rock out sign. You're awesome, dude. Thanks for your contribution, and thanks for tuning into this live chat. If you have any questions, it's the least I can do, my man. If you're already getting what you want out of this channel, then I appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us here. For the love of FUD, it definitely is some FUD. Gee, I know you aren't following the case, but the SEC will release the Hinman emails by next week at this time. Summary judgment ruling may be coming soon. I mean, isn't it funny that we're starting to get all these targets and labels on other cryptos around XRP being labeled securities now, right? It's funny that the SEC is now starting to go after Coinbase, and they're calling some of the cryptos that they've been selling as unregistered securities, and then Binance, same thing as well, dealing with unregistered securities. And we talked about all the cryptos that are part of that list. We talked about Solana, like major cryptos, right? Solana, Matic, Algo, Atom, some of the major cryptos that we even like to speculate in and invest in being considered or called unregistered securities, and that Binance was involved with it. And then among the 12 or 13 other charges that is going on with Binance, it's a mess right there, man. That's going to be, I'm thankful to be a Ripple and XRP holder because we've already done our due diligence for multiple years of hodling through this freaking case, and we're hopefully getting close to the end of it. While BNB holders and Binance are gonna have to be hodling for. I mean, you think they're just gonna apply what they decide with XRP and Ripple, and then just put it on with Binance and Coinbase? I hope not. I hope not, man. I hope that Ripple and XRP get their justice, right? And then Binance and, all these other companies, if they're doing the right thing, they got to do their due diligence and spend the amount of time and resources and money to deal with the SEC and get clarity, right? What if XRP goes down after a ruling? 589? I mean, if it goes down after a ruling, I wouldn't be surprised. We're gonna once again, like just how the BNB and Binance fiasco yesterday was a catalyst to maybe start gearing the markets in a certain direction, right? Whether it's up or down, we don't know. But there's distractions that come in, there's catalysts that come in and manipulate these prices. So let's say we do get some positive news coming out for Ripple and XRP, and initially we get maybe we get a really fat, it goes from what is it now, 52 cents, and it automatically goes to 250 or 225, and then from there you just start seeing crazy ass selling pressure that takes it down to maybe 40, 30, 20 cent XRP. I would think it would be because of some global catalyst, maybe on the levels of what we experienced in 2020, or, something to, just being open to, there's probably a reasoning of why the XRP price would be crashing. And usually when it does is because of global catalysts. But I don't want to speak with absolutes here, but that's, some of my reasoning. And, there was times, some Blue Crew remember this, where we would be, plenty of times where we're expecting the next move up for XRP, and then global catalyst gets in the way and continues dragging the sideways market. David Schwartz waited the longest turn out of all of us. Wait, what was it? Yeah, 2017 was a hell of a ride, for sure. What if it stays at 50 cents, Lamau? Yeah, exactly. What if it just stays there? What if it doesn't crash? Or what if it just keeps staying at 50 cents? I mean, hopefully they start having an AMM out then afterwards, and, some DeFi, so we can just take advantage of the amazing stability of the XRPL. Yes, thank you, DN, for reminding everybody who's tuning in. By the way, thanks for the 11 viewers, the 6 likes. You guys know the whole spiel. You guys know how to YouTube. Thanks to subscribers, members, all that good stuff. You guys' interaction with the channel really helps us grow and continue moving forward and, going along in this crazy crypto space where I don't even, that's the crazy thing. The crypto space is having a massive blows with Binance being sued yesterday with the SEC, Ripple dealing with the SEC, a lot of major players dealing with the regulators, and you're still seeing interest and investors coming into this market, still accumulating supposed unregistered securities. But since there's no clarity, we don't know if they're really unregistered securities just yet. So even if they're being presumed or identified as unregistered securities, there's no final decision on them just yet for any of these cryptos, whether they are or are not securities. Grow the space. Yeah, exactly. Alchemist, never mind. Help us continue flushing down on our way to zero. Bishop Thomas, do you think XRP can be declared an ESDR in the future? Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if it does. So we've already seen in the past, right, where Brad Garlinghouse and one of the representatives from the IMF, I forgot what his name was. Please forgive me. Usually my memory is more sharp on those, but especially with specific things like this. But he's talking to a rep of the IMF, and the big question comes in, and it goes, will digital assets ever be part of the IMF's, basket of currencies? And in order for that to happen, and then to get this ESDR, You need a country that, accepts that digital asset as legal tender, right? Or consider it legal tender. XRP has already been considered legal tender by, I forgot what a super small, I think Palau or something like that. Maybe somebody here can correct me. But they've already, and we've already got regulatory across the whole world, right? So that it's just really waiting for the SEC case to end up. So yes, I do think XRP will ultimately end up in IMF's basket of currencies and become this sort of ESDR type of thing. Now, I'm not in the boat where I could see XRP being the only one that makes it through, but I think it's unlikely. I think there's going to be multiple distributed ledger technologies. I think the Coke and Pepsi are going to be XRP and XLM, and then you'll have your Sprite maybe with XTC. You'll have your Mountain Dew. You'll have your different ones, but they don't have as big of a share in the pie as these top two that will probably. I mean, XX Network is definitely undervalued, guys. It came out in the past year. There's already significant momentum going with XX Network. That's one of the cryptos that we've talked about for since it's came out, even before it came out. And stacking up on that XX Network, SHX also connected with Ripple and XRP and XLM. So maybe it becomes one of those interesting alternatives. I do like that. While XRP or XLM are tackling, the big banks and institutions, you got SHX here tackling smaller companies, small businesses. I think it's part of some plan that they got going on. But hopefully they answer your question. It was a long answer to your question there, Bishop Thomas. But at the end of the day, yes, I do think there could be some situation like that. It's been one. I hate to get all conspiracy theory, but it does seem like this has been just some massive plan. Like get Ripple to go through the fire first with the SEC, right? They have the resources to tackle the SEC. They had former members of the SEC as part of their advisory board before they even started to jump in and dealing with the SEC. They tackled all the other countries' regulatory regulators first, and while educating a bunch of other central banks of how to use the XRPL, implement RippleNet, use ODL, a bunch of Ripple swell events, seeing that, members from Bank of America, BBVA, Standard Chartered, you can name all the banks that are part of it. SBI Ripple Asia, being connected to a significant, economies in that area. Yeah, it's a perfect storm and a complete web of trust that they're creating here and for the internet of value, right? Is having all these banks on a level playing field, on the same page, and the network effects of using kind of, limited amount of networks at least, So yeah, I could see XRP, being more than what it's being given credit for right now, for sure. Yeah, I do love to. You're right. I do love to get all conspiracy theory. That's I speculate more than I tell facts probably on here. Alchemist. I panic sleep. I panic hold. I panic sell. I calmly buy. I confidently buy and panic sell. Let me see if we got any news here to share with you guys from today, but I appreciate it. I think this might be one of our newer kind of format that we're doing here, so hopefully you guys are jiving with it. Yeah, I mean, in terms of big news that we got today, really, just G20 event in India is going down, today until the 9th. So, interesting, event to keep an eye out for. And then we had Chainlink, giving a shout out, working with Swift and more than a dozen major financial institutions on experiments to enable connectivity and interoperability across public and private blockchains. These experiments are a significant step forward from the biggest financial players across the globe to link the world of traditional financial traditional finance to blockchains. And Link could be one of those, right? As banks endeavor to access multiple blockchains. See, even Chainlink Sergey knows what's going on. It's multiple blockchains. It's, that's how you create a very strong system right there, right? If one head gets cut off, three others will show up and many more are still hanging around, right? We're trying to create a very secure, if we're shifting over a majority of people to this digital financial system and the digital world, with the release of the Vision Quest, or the Vision, what is it? The Vision set or Vision Pro set or something from Apple yesterday. Very convenient timing with the Binance SEC, being sued right there. But, we're migrating over to the digital realm, right? Metaverse, instant payments, digital payments, micro payments, and Chainlink's showing what's up with it. And how are they going to be? I'm really interested to see how they're going to be involved. Because if they're involved, that must mean Ethereum is, right? So if Ethereum's going to be part of this really big, the big global web of blockchains here, and maybe be one of the, I think it's going to be XRP, XLM, but Chainlink here is, definitely getting some good stuff going its way. Sell the news is the man's call. Or buy the news, sell the news, buy the news. It might happen before. I'll never tell you guys what to do. It is interesting that there were 13 allegations or 13 charges to Binance, right? So the number 13 playing there again. And so the 13th is Hinman Day. Think they get released? Maybe. It would be great timing, right? While there's major panic with what's going on and like the uncertainty of just crypto in general right now, especially with this SEC Binance news. I'm interested. That would be great if we get clarity, and then they're still having to deal with the SEC, right? What's up, Edward? How you doing, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Man, dude, and earlier in the stream, I still can't believe it that I'm seeing this, man. Like Bishop Thomas coming out of nowhere, just big dicking the freaking. He just went. Here's 100. This guy, man, appreciate you, dude. Shout out to you, man. Made my night for sure. Edward, Viva Zen. Are you talking about Zen, the crypto? Tavarian Tiller, we will watch. We will see, man. Whichever direction this all goes, I hope clarity happens tomorrow. I don't know. I don't have the information if it will happen tomorrow. But it does feel like we're getting close to something being resolved. Like, if Brad Garlinghouse said he expects clarity in the single-digit amount of months, the single-digit amount of months is starting to run out here, right? And he said this in, like, January, right? So we got maybe October. Could be end of the year. Brad Garlinghouse has been wrong on some of his predictions, right? I sell every time G streams. Oh no, dude, don't. Am I in the Alex Cobb territory now? Every time I'm streaming, that must mean we gotta sell. And every time I'm not streaming, that means we gotta buy. But anyways, guys, thank you for the 12 viewers. Thanks for the 8 likes. You guys are amazing. Shout out any cryptos you guys want to talk about. I think we're, so far with how things are going. We don't have a bunch of news. I just really wanted to talk about, catch up with the Blue Crew here and kind of talk about how crypto's moving up despite this BNB SEC news. And we just broke 53 cents right here with XRP, you guys. XRP just broke through 53 cents. Oh man, yeah. Not looking too. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. But I do love seeing this greed across the board. That's hilarious. Greed across the board on the hour all the way to the 30-day for XRP right here, despite this news. Uh-oh. Do we have to talk cryptos? Can we just talk about feelings? Tavarian's like, I don't know. We'll see. I hear you, Tavarian. I hear you, man. I mean, Doge breaking through to 7 cents right now, guys. Are we going to have a bull market tonight? Are we going to wake up to like 57-cent XRP tomorrow? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's going up. At least emoticonical. Oh man. Sold my ADA for BTC no? Like there's something called BTC no? Or sold my ADA for BTC? We're going to boom soon. I hope you're holding strong. Because we about to boom soon. I mean, dude, FUD came out pretty strong today from the Binance, continuation of the Binance SEC stuff. And then you had, when Jim Cramer is coming out and saying like, hey, this is only the beginning. Get out while you can. I almost think this is the peak, you guys. I think this is the peak of this current bear cycle. I think we reached it either yesterday or whenever this bottom comes as a reaction from whatever goes on here with the Binance SEC stuff, I think this is the peak. I think this is what we've been waiting for, is for this to be a significant move of Binance being sued by the SEC. Because now what do crypto people have to say about Ripple and XRP? There's a lot of crypto people in the BNB camp. Oh, I think I lost the chat there. Am I good with connection? Let me know if I got the good connection there. But there's a lot of people in the BNB Binance camp that, didn't think that this was going to happen at all, right? Didn't think they would have to, they thought just crypto regulations would just work around them, right? And maybe they will, once again, but they have to go through the regulators and, it could still end up positive. But what I'm saying is, what do crypto people have against XRP now that their cryptos are in the same boat? It's just crazy. You had all this instant defense for Binance and everything yesterday, but when Ripple was getting sued, XRP community was getting kicked while it was down, right? So I think this is the peak of this. I don't know what the crypto community can say now against XRP and Ripple. They're in the same boat now. Hopefully they can come on our side and support and congratulate us if, we do succeed and get through this, what's been treacherous dealings with the SEC. The Bitcoin maxis are winning the most. Hey, that's a good point there, Alchemist. BTC's not under, not having to deal with it, right? Because there is no company that's majority using of BTC that we know of, right? There's no representative for this ledger, right? So you're right, Alchemist, totally, man. Bitcoin maxis having a hell of a ball watching the world burn around them. I think XRP community having a hell of a ball watching the world burn around them as well, because they're going like, yeah, join the party. Come here and join us at the bottom of the pit, right? Guys, thanks for the 17 viewers, the 11 likes. Thanks to any new subs. You guys know how to YouTube. Appreciate you. Chip in the house. The best is yet to come. Timing is everything, and that is certainly true, man. Don't ruin it, Alchemist. Oh, Chip, exactly, man. I know. Just as I was going, what does the crypto community have now against Ripple and XRP now that their cryptos have been basically deemed unregistered securities? And remember, it wasn't just yesterday. Binance with BNB and BUSD being classified as unregistered securities. You had Solana, Atom, Algo, Matic, like some of the major players in the proof of stake game being identified as unregistered securities by the SEC. So now we're all in the same boat here, guys. We're all facing the regulators. This is the journey for all the crypto communities, right? Pushing through this era of regulation. But it looks like Ripple has had a major head start in dealing with the Ripple and SEC, or dealing with the SEC, because it's already been multiple years with them dealing with the SEC in courts. So it would be funny timing, just as BNB is delving into this saga, Ripple's finishing it out. The F stands for fun. But yeah, hey guys, let's give a shout out to Chip here in the chat though, man. Much love to Chip and the OTC crew. It would be fun to get back on there with you guys someday in the future, and just happy to see you guys here, man. Much love. Do you think anything will happen when Hinman emails are released in June 13th? I mean, we know for sure there's going to be a major reaction from the XRP community, right? Now, do we think what's going to happen in terms of price? It depends on like what's the level of the news. And we know that, a lot of crypto manipulation, sometimes even if it is positive news, they'll sell on your ass and then pump it later. So it's hard to kind of judge which direction is going to go, Lee. But I would, there's going to be some level of reaction, whether that equates to price. I'm not here to tell you what to do or predict the future here. We're going day by day. And so far we've gotten positive price action from this BNB SEC lawsuit news, which is hilarious. We'll see what ends up happening in June 13th. I mean, it's 7 days away. I don't know how long you've been in the space, but you probably already had maybe about a year or multiple years, if you've been following this channel, of having had chances to accumulate XRP or other digital assets that you like, whichever ones you're really into. Yeah, Alchemist is the Alchemist always jumps in on the live stream, the awesome live streams, and brings the realist perspective. Email release, price dumps. Yeah, we got to be prepared for that mentally, you guys. I mean, whenever this thing is going to finally reach mass adoption, and it's the internet of value, and we're doing micro payments like crazy. We're not even thinking about payments. Payments are just happening everywhere. You're receiving payments, you're giving away payments, like it's like freaking breathing. That's when XRP price, or whatever the chosen digital assets of that time are going to be, they'll probably be very valuable because there's a finite amount of them, right? That's the whole purpose of like having these blockchains, right? Or being invested in these, is because yes, it's digital. It's not something you can really hold in your hand, but the math stays true, right? It's a finite freaking amount. There's nothing, and that's what we want to see out of our value, right? Oh, I know, all fun. Juneteenth is Slavery Freedom Day in Texas. No way, that's crazy. Is that when the shackles are broken? Alchemist, is that what you're saying, when the shackles are broken for Ripple and XRP? Yep, once again, thanks DN, man. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. And I'm not a Hinman email specialist. And I'll never tell you what Hinman emails to read. Yeah. I had fun once. It was the 80s. I was born in 1990, my dude, so I wish I could have experienced the 80s. I have a nostalgia for the 80s for no reason, even though I never lived through it. But I had 2 older siblings who did. Yeah, we are all in this dirty truck stop toilet, and we are clinging to as many turds that are going to help us get through the end of the pipe, right? When we all get flushed down. We don't want to get stuck in the pipes, right? We don't want to be part of clogging up the pipes. We just want to get whatever's the most valuable turd out the pipes there to the ocean. Oh no. I think I just lost a subscriber, guys. Chip said, I thought you were an email specialist. I wanted some more updates on the Hinman info. But, alright, so going back to it here, we talked about Chainlink's connections here, bringing up the news with the Swift community here. You got the G20 event happening right now, which is interesting timing to have like a pretty big, banks event at around this time, and going from June 6th. It's the working group meeting. I'm sure this is only going to be the beginning of many more, meetings that they'll have. We talked about the Project Leap from BIS yesterday, and check out what they say here for Project Leap, right? And you know, European Banque de France, Deutsche Bank, and I think that's the European Union or United Nations, one of those two. But either way, they're saying, how can the cryptographic algorithms that protect today's financial system be safeguarded from the future quantum computing threats? So we're already seeing cryptographic algorithms, how can they be quantum proof, right? And so they're talking about quantum proofing the financial system, and it's called Project Leap. We're talking about ISO 20022 migration, migrating over to a digital financial system, you guys. We're not even there yet. We're still in the very beginnings of it. So yes, if we get crazy price action near the end of this year, it's really just only the beginnings of adoption for digital assets. Everyday people still don't understand or know anything about crypto or Bitcoin, you guys. And sure, this leap that they're talking about can maybe happen overnight. And, we're just very wealthy from it. And it's, the talk of the town, maybe draws people into it again, and then they crash the market, whichever. But it's still such a long ways away. This is a transformational decade that we're going through here. Sure, we may get some price action in a bull cycle near the end of 2023 and 2024. Could be life-changing gains. Maybe a lot of people will get cashed out and take massive profits. Who knows? But that will still be just the beginning in this whole, digital currency, digital financial system transition. And yes, CBDCs are going to be jumping into the game. They're going to be part of this, having multiple avenues of making payments. And I think since people are still very familiar with fiat, it'll be a transition, a generational thing moving into maybe bridge currencies, right? That's what they're calling XRP and XLM right now, is bridge currency, right? So maybe eventually it does become a global currency and it's not just called bridge anymore. It becomes a standard. But for right now, they are bridge currencies, helping bridge between two different sets of fiat, right? Being able to go from USD to another crypto instantly and change into it instantly without all these, fees coming with it. And then eventually you just go, can I just give you XRP? You accept XRP, right? Or you can accept whatever you want, because that's what the future is, a bunch of options, right? It's just you being able to do and pay with whatever you want. I call my XRP moneymaker. I like that. Just like name your ledger that, or I don't know. Ledger, I guess, is now getting a bad name. So name your some wallet moneymaker or something. Some people call me the space cowboy. Wait, the BIS is talking about quantum proof? They can't even string sentences together to make a coherent thought. No, that's very true. But they keep inviting, they keep attending events and sponsoring events that Ripple and Stellar are at. And, having talks with Hyperledger and all these other DLT projects. So we're already seeing the breach here. And them create, like, the reason they even have a BIS Innovation Hub, they've been setting up BIS Innovation Hubs all over the globe, right? Why do you think that is? They're getting prepared for the digital, the digital financial system. They're starting to plot their little pieces all across the world, right? So then when they're using DLT, or these projects that they're talking about that use DLT, or trying to quantum proof the financial system, oh God, Lord God, best of luck to them. But if they're using Ripple and XRPL for it, then, then we assume or hope that it's going to be working well. Right? Because we believe in the XRPL ecosystem, and there's going to be a-holes who are, and bad people who are using and invested in the XRPL, but there's also going to be a bunch of good people, just in the same way that it is with USD and fiat. It's just always going to be the case. But what can we do? We just control what we can control and start small, right? Change ourselves, try to help our friends, family, community. And then maybe we can change the world, little by little. Yeah, BIS is another useless organization. I hear you, man. I hear you. I mean, if they're talking about, we're talking about like a coalition or collection here of, you know, the regulators of monetary policy, right? And if they're inviting Ripple and Stellar to their events and hanging out, I'm gonna keep up with it. I'm gonna check it out. Like, wow, okay, BIS is obviously doesn't care about the Ripple and SEC case to keep inviting Ripple representatives to events and CBDC tech sprints. I mean, you know, that makes it very bullish for me with the XRPL and the XLM, and you know that's what we want to keep seeing is they just continue to grow despite you know, these regulatory hurdles per se, and help us move towards mass adoption. You know, they are bastards, I'll tell you that they are, but it's good to know that where they're at in terms of their progression, because a big part of XRPL is working with banks and financial institutions. So yeah, well, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It really is. But you know, they so far all they do is just keep testing and keep testing and keep testing. We want to see some follow through eventually. We want to see mass adoption continue to move forward, and it's just moving at a snail's pace because we pay attention to the space every single day, right? So, you know, it looks like this is a transformational decade going from, and it began in 2020 where we started really migrating into digital payments more than ever before, and it'll probably end the decade with us just fully digital payments, right? We only talk about the BIS to goof on them. No, I hear you. I hear you. I'm going to ignore it. No, yeah. Hey, man, that's what, you know, all the content creators and YouTube people who are doing their thing, and especially in the crypto communities, you know, like it's not like we're really, and especially with this channel or whatever, but I'm saying is like, you know, there's not really a lot of people there's a ton of people invested in crypto, but not really a lot of people, right? So all of us are just like bringing our different perspectives and how we're, hey, you already know what's up, Chip. You already know, man. It's just, I like keeping up with these, like, you know, these institutions just because if they're talking about Ripple and XLM and Stellar, I think that's something to, you know, pay attention to. And, you know, the people are going to end up, you know, it's going to be both. It'll be a mixture of us having our imprint and changing the world, and then they're going to be doing what they want, because they ultimately are going to be the ones who end up opening the floodgates to allow for, right? It's, I mean, sure, the people are pushing it on, but they're the regulators of monetary policy. So whenever they make that decision to fully, you know, implement DLT, and we've already been seeing proof, like one of the good things of seeing the BIS is we got actual proof of banks actually custodying crypto and digital assets, right? The BIS just showed about 3 or 4 weeks ago a chart, and they said it was like a demo chart, right? Or just like a select amount of banks, and it was out of 6 banks. And so it showed in this chart, a pie graph or whatever, the amount of exposure that these 6 banks had to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. And this is from BIS. 6 of those banks reported that they had Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Sure, they had more Bitcoin, but remember, this is only a what's it called? A poll on 6 banks. Let's find out when we get the hundreds of banks and the partners of Ripple and XRP also being part of this poll, when you already had a small portion owning XRP, right? So maybe one of those 6 banks had XRP or whatnot. So then you multiply it or take it up to the hundreds. That means there's a lot of banks freaking custodying XRP. And so thanks to that piece of info, and the banks actually telling you they're custodying crypto, that makes it super bullish for me, right? No, yeah, Chip and on the chain are thousands of levels. You guys are, oh my god, wait, is that a glitch or, dude, Bishop Thomas, man, what are you doing, man? Changing my life overnight tonight? What are you doing, bro? $200 or $200 in total tonight, but it's just one of those streams, man. Bishop Thomas feeling himself today. You're awesome, man. I don't think he's this type of guy, but it's like almost like he's like, what do you got in your bank account? What do you got in your bank account? I'm buying dinner for all of us. That type of thing. $2 is life changing, dude. Hey, man, it could be if you put it into a certain crypto or something. We got Zeno, by the way. I think I said what's up to Zeno earlier, but just wanted to say, what's up there. And then Bishop, let me see what you said here, man. Suppose Ripple pulls out a win. What's your price prediction for XRP? Immediately after the win, I say, I'm interested to see, like, I'll be hopeful here. Let's say there's positive price movement and Ripple pulls out a win here. I would say we're past $1 within a day. I would say 2 or 3 months after Ripple win, we would probably be past or around $10 to $15, I would say. That would be my guess 3 months after a Ripple win. And if we start getting a snowball, because the Ripple win's huge, you can start advertising Ripple in the US and globally, right? You can start advertising and promoting even the use of XRP, the digital asset, right? There's a lot of doors. And remember all the NDAs of all the companies and institutions that Ripple is partnered up with, finally being able to come out the woodwork and talking about using RippleNet technology, being able to provide faster payments to their customers. That's going to be such a big thing for Bank of America, right? And some of these banks being able to finally, walk the talk of faster payments and being able to send very fast, cheap payments in an instant, right? I know a lot of us already experienced that with but in the back end, seeing that for them is going to be so massive, right? And so Bishop Thomas, dude, by the way, man, I am grateful for every one of you here. But Bishop Thomas, man, thank you. Very grateful, my man. Mad respect to the whole Blue fam. My brother says hello and thank you for the tip on Gala the last bull run. We both killed it now. We're looking like, dude, I'm liking Electronium. Electronium is so undervalued. It's part of the Digital Pound Foundation along with Ripple, AVAX, Quant, and then you have the Electronium Foundation there. That is big. And then you also have had Electronium, I think, talking with the Bank of England or another bank at this conference on the same stage with them. I'm not saying that they're partnered with this bank, but the fact that Electronium is in the same room with these type of people, it kind of lifts an eyebrow because this is a significantly under a penny type of crypto here with Electronium. And it looks like they've been just building, right? And it did pretty well in the last bull cycle. Now it's under a penny again. We'll see what ends up happening here with Electronium. But once again, Bishop Thomas, that's a great shout out right there, man. I'm definitely dig me some ETN. They're working with XRP and Quant, exactly, and AVAX, right? Yeah, G is never right about anything. Legendary, thank you for the reminder there, man. BIS is part of the Federal Reserve. The guy loses subscribers every day. I'm always wrong. I'm not a professional trader. Let's see. But I do not make $200 a stream. If that was a recurring thing, that would be amazing. But, I am just grateful for the moment here. And thank you, Bishop. You're a blessing tonight, man. Thank you. Bishop Tom, no, I don't think he's Gary's twin brother. He could be the alter ego twin brother, maybe. Or maybe because I've been saying thank you, Gary, he's like, well, here you go, my dude. $200 is life-changing, man. It is. I feel myself every day, twice a day. Oh, what's up, Love Live Heal? Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. Much love to you. Shout out to the 21 viewers, by the way, and the 16 likes. You guys are all amazing. Oh, snap. We got Chip with the $9.99 drop right here, man. Chip, my lord, man. Good stream tonight. Oh, wait a second. From one of your first 50... Dude, exactly. Chip has been he was one of the original Blue Crew members, man. He was one of the first to be part of a room full of mods. He remembers the night we started doing that, right? And we're still doing it till this day. We still somehow can manage a room full of mods. It has surprisingly worked out better than what I was expecting. But we've been very lucky to get some really cool people to be part of the Blue Crew here. And we've had some bad apples along the way. We've had to de-wrench some people. But most of the time, people respect the wrench when they're given it. And you guys are amazing. Shout out to the Blue Crew and the Green Giants and all the support. And once again, Chip, thankful, man. Thank you. And it has been an awesome stream tonight, guys. Thank you for you guys making it amazing and being active in the chat here. And, once again, we're all just sharing this journey and part of this in the wild, crazy crypto roller coaster that's going on. It's so, honestly, it's almost me. I feel like it's hardened me mentally of like the type of crap that you can take in terms of, what's going down in this crypto space and just the nonsense that goes down. I mean, you do all this research on cryptos to try to find real quality type of cryptos that are playing the game the right way, that are willing to work with regulators. They don't think that their technology is, they're providing a legitimate technology. They're achieving or have achieved decentralization. They got developers who are excited to build with it. The community is excited to be a part of it and, try to build in their own ways, right? And then you end up seeing like cryptos that just a small group of people are a part of, and XRP is part of that very small group of people as well. But, you get cryptos like meme coins, or you get, all this regulator BS that's going on. It's such a wild roller coaster, and it's just so helpful to have, people like the OTC out there, and, what Alex D Vlogs is doing with the boardroom, and Uncle Buster with Coffee Time, and, all the other crypto YouTubers out there for their communities. It's really helpful being able to get together with a group of people and like talk it out with crypto and like try to gauge, as well as like sentiment in this space. Because like with this, even before this SEC and Binance lawsuit happening, it already was kind of feeling like, man, it's just really the truthers that are here, that are the real believers in this technology that are here right now. And it's even true to this day. Like, this news is going out to the public and they don't know about crypto, right? And so they're just going, and while crypto is actually going up, they're just saying, oh, well, the crypto is a scam, right? And then the freaking truthers and hardcore believers are here trying to freaking figure out the next strategy or what's the next step, or reading between the lines and trying to decipher what is FUD and what's truth. It's nuts, man. It's a fun time, though. Oh, is that a silent but deadly Miles Parker? Or Miles P? Sorry, I'm not going to... But Miles P, is that a silent but deadly 99-cent donation there, man? Lee, shout out to you, man. That beard is freaking awesome. Appreciate it. No effing pop. I will have to come out of retirement to work again. Oh, Jim D, I hope not, man. I hope you get to enjoy your retirement and not have to go back to the workforce, man. Chip, hell yeah. Exactly, man. I had a wrench thrown at me once. No way. Chip is awesome. Chip is awesome, man. He was... I'm an OG supporter of Chip. Like, I remember when he just started jumping into the space and he was in the chats, right? Talking with him in CKJ's chats and talking with him in Alex Cobb's channel, and other channels and everything. And then he starts doing his thing, and he's doing the XRP Minute, and he's doing, crypto, or not crypto Chip, just the, Chip in the XRP Minute, right? And then OTC starts building. Like, it's just been a magnificent journey, and just like what a creator and what a just contributor and builder in this space, man. And a groovy musician, guys. If you guys haven't heard Chip's music, man. Like, I love the amount of musicians. It's funny that the musicians are into XRP, like that artists are into XRP. It's great to see, But it's just so funny that something that's like just really connected with the banks and institution, like just has really this like suit type of feel to it with XRP that so many artists are, you know, a part of it. It's really funny. I mean, you got Chip, you got XRP Bags, of course, you got Berserker, you got E4, you got, Love, Live, Heal, you got Crypto Tales, you got, a bunch of people in here, I'm sure, as well. Like, it's beautiful, all the types of people that come together for crypto and the XRP community. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Exactly. Love that movie. Oh, man, Miles P. Okay, I must be late in the chat here, but Miles P dropping a $10 holler, man. Okay, guys. Wow, what a night. What a freaking night. You guys are unbelievable. Bishop Thomas, thank you for putting that energy out there and forward and, just, once again, big dick energy, man. You just really came out and just unbelievable. I am humbled and just grateful for your contributions to tonight's stream. And then Miles P and Chip, unbelievable. Definitely a good time to be good. We definitely, thanks to the, I don't know, crypto gods or something that said, gee, stream tonight. I'd rather be mooning instead of character building, to be honest. Oh, is that what you do, Alchemist? Are you a character builder? Yes, the beauty of this community is we're diverse, like our wallets. Yep, exactly. Oops, he did it again. He donated 10. Got lost in the game. You one-upped me, Miles P. That's funny. Chip peer pressured me. General public believes Gary's an ass. Yeah, it definitely does. I'm just saying thank you, Gary. Thank you. Because you're not going to be able to you're just playing your part of the game. I know Gary wants XRP to succeed. His bosses want XRP to succeed. Ripple's bosses and their customers want XRP to succeed. XRP will succeed. We were the ones who celebrated day freaking one. The moment that news came out, we celebrated saying this is the way to regulatory clarity. This is the way to mass adoption. Whatever this journey is going to be taking, it's all part of a show, right? A lot of people decide to get emotionally invested, point fingers, make fun, all this type of stuff. We like to just go into the research, keep seeing that Ripple continues to grow, continuing to build. And, we would share a lot of this information throughout this whole process, right? Throughout this whole Ripple and SEC case, there was enough YouTube channels talking about the Ripple and SEC case and going really in depth with it, like very in depth with it, that we just kept paying attention to everything else that Ripple was doing outside of that. The type of partnerships that they were accumulating, the institutions that were talking about them, interledger protocol continuing to grow. Like nobody still knows about Project Dassey and how it's working in tandem with Rafiki. Nobody really knows the in and outs of interledger protocol. I think actually OTC and Chip know about interledger protocol. And I remember Chip being a really big supporter of Coil, just like we were. And unfortunate to see what happened with Coil, but once again, Stefan Thomas stated that it's because Interledger is now ready to take that next step in terms of what's going on there. So maybe Coil was a kind of test for Interledger with micropayments to see how it could be done. And now we're going to start seeing it happening with ISO 20022 in tandem with Interledger protocol. And, having that internet of value, because that's what the Interledger protocol is all about, is being able to make connections where you usually wouldn't have any, right? Creating trust where there isn't none, right? And XRP allows for that trust to happen and for everybody to have the same type of payment experience, that internet of value. Keeping up with Miles P. Chip, unbelievable, man. You guys are out of the... Where did you guys get this money? Are you guys afraid to be throwing it into crypto? Is that why you're like, you know what? Let's just give it to this really big bearded dude. I don't feel like buying BTC today. Oh, snap. Ukraine did it. What's up, Zeno? I heard there was Zeno. You're into Jasmine, right, man? How's Jasmine been doing? That one looks like it could probably have a really good. I mean, all the if we're still in the speculative phase of crypto, you guys, all these cryptos will run in the next bull cycle, and Jasmine could be one that makes some pretty good gains out there. I'm still holding the Jasmine that I have. Cobb will be collecting Social Security before we moon. Oh man, how is Cobb doing? By the way, I mean he's moved out of his house, so he must be doing pretty well. I was watching Chip on a plane to Texas one time. Nice. It has been a fun journey. Love all the Blue Crew. Exactly, man. And with that, you know what, guys? I think Chip has said it in how we could. This stream itself has been a freaking journey, for sure. Yeah, late night chat. I'm so glad G can sing. I'm not the best singer, but I can't sing like Chip can. Chip, you should have some moments where you sing on OTC. But once again, I'll never tell you guys what to do. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader. And I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong. Artists are not known for their investing prowess. Exactly. That's true. A lot of artists liking XRP is maybe not a good thing. I lost my debit card waiting for a replacement. Oh, you had a lot of shit bombs. You had some shit diarrhea that you were going to donate here on the stream. Yeah, G's very late in the chat. Okay, I'm going to try to scroll through really quick, but I like giving people their, their due. I like reading. You guys are an active chat tonight, and I appreciate that. I put out a BNB warning weeks ago on my channel, LOL. Awesome, Edward. We were on the same vibe there. We were on the same vibe. G, bring in the vibrato. I could just try to support the G stream monthly so he could budget his beard products. Yep, exactly. Legendary. By the way, we got to let the Green Giants know who the winners of this past month's giveaway is. Beard empathetic. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, dude. If you see Legendary's beard, there's a reason they call him Legendary. I miss Coil also, but I think it's just that they're maybe transforming, once again, it might be a product that was just ahead of its time. And it does seem that way because we're nowhere near this era of micropayments yet. I love the idea of what they were doing, though. They already had that connection with YouTube, which I thought was something that was an indicator of Interledger Protocol, already has, because they're involved with the W3C, right? And the W3C is the big tech giants, the Googles, you got YouTube involved, right? So the fact that they already have these connections with these kind of major streaming platforms, I wouldn't be surprised what Interledger Protocol can do once it's really moving forward in mass adoption. And we're starting to see you start to see platforms that are doing micropayments or web browsers that are doing micropayments or what have you, just because they're connected with Interledger Protocol. So in a way, you don't need Coil if you already have the whole internet finally have that ILP layer under it, because then streaming payments can just happen. I'm interested to see how the internet's going to shift towards that micropayments thing. But, Stefan Thomas and David Schwartz believe there's opportunities aplenty and for it to be a massive industry in micropayments. And it could just be something that they've been working towards a long time, but we're just not there yet. And, some global catalyst or something is going to allow for that innovative product to start to come out that allows for, wow, you're just streaming payments to your favorite content creators now. And they're getting paid, not just for ad revenue now. You're getting paid for holding your audience's attention. Yeah, I gave up on Cinnamon, man. Once Cinnamon stopped listening or wasn't listening to its customers, I gave up on it because they had multiple years to change to allow for live streaming, right? That was the number one thing. I think if Cinnamon would have allowed for freaking live streaming, there must have been some major legal issues or something with it, right? But if Cinnamon would have allowed for live streaming, then I think a lot of XRP community would have migrated over from YouTube big time to being Cinnamon only, right? But Cinnamon didn't want to take advantage of that opportunity, and they didn't really keep developing or pushing it forward. And who knows where it's at now? I mean, we'll see what ends up happening. I collected some XRP from Cinnamon and GFam. Well, I mean, Love, Live, Heal, you're like a big celebrity, though, so I'm sure you get some good passive XRP from those platforms. Or are you saying, like, now that the coil's done, you're not getting XRP from them anymore? Cobb's a big boy now. He's a big corn cob now. Alrighty. I mean, guys, let's just, everybody's doing what they can, and we're not here to make fun of each other or anything like that. Make fun of me. If you're making fun of anybody, don't make fun of, or if you're making fun of each other or whoever is making fun of each other, I'm not saying anybody, but make fun of me or Alchemist. I think Alchemist could maybe is cool with it. Let me see. Oh, legendary Jolly Green Giant for dude. 17 months since we opened up memberships, man. How time flies. Thanks for all the fish, so long, and thanks for all the fish. ChatGPT will replace us all. Yeah. How do we know G isn't AI? That's true. How do you guys know? I haven't gone to any of the XRP meetups. Remember when Cobb only had 3K subscribers? I think I do. I think I do. I do remember following Cobb like very, very early days. Aliens and AI are going to be fun. But anyways, guys, much love. We've been over an hour on the stream, and, the energy is good here. Appreciate everybody. Much love to the Blue Crew. Thank you for the 18 viewers, the 17 likes. Once again, Bishop Thomas, the MVP of the stream today. Holy cow, my man. Thank you for your blessings, and thank you for, tuning in, and I'm happy that you're enjoying the channel, and, it must be because of the Blue Crew in here. And, just thank you for your support. It really means a lot. And thanks for the 17 likes, guys. Thanks to any new subscribers. It just really helps us to keep doing this, and, helps me get by, right? And you guys are amazing. So much love to the Blue Crew. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader. I'll never tell you what to do. And thank you guys for your generosity. Thank you, Chip, for tuning in. And thank you for your generosity as well, my man. Much love and respect to you. Much love and respect to the OTC community. Shout out to everybody in here as well. Shout out to the Green Giants tuning in. Thank you, Miles P, once again for your generosity as well. And thank you guys for all your love and for all the good energy, and, just helping dealing with the crypto bear market be fun and bearable. Right? No pun intended. But anyways, much love to y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. I'll see you guys in the next one. We keep it crypto here. Much love. Adios.